Hi guys, our today's lesson, what to do when your dress, usually it's a fitted dress with a tie fit dress with a zipper on the back, and it's gapping. When you're wearing that dress, you zip up the dress all the way up, and you have so much of this gapping right above waistline. It's going like that, too much fabrics. Here is your shoulders right here, here is your waistline, and gapping created right here. I'm sure anybody who is petite or a low body, that short bodies, short top of the bodies, well, we have this problem and have it all the time, and probably you skip buying those dresses because of this problem. And most of the time in the half cases, I will guess it's that problem arrive with the formal dresses, which is very, very fitted, and zipper go way down to hips, passing waistline. What to do with that trouble? Well, in case you have no cut on the waistline, you have, in any cases, you have to take whole zipper out completely. Like if you have waistline cut right here, what I have on this dress, you only pass your waist cut right here, only about 2-3 inches, taking zipper out. If it's no waist cut, just a whole piece, and that gap in arrive, you kind of mark it, that gap in. You put it on. Usually if it's your dress, you need help to somebody else to fit you. You put it on, and you put pins, just like I did. Put pins in that, how much extra is here. You can't just stitch it through like that because of zipper in a way. And well, if you will intend to stitch it through from inside, of course, to kill this gap, well, this overlap, I will call much of fabric overlapping. It's not really gap, it's overlap, it's too much material. Well, you will be not available to pass that stitch with zipper, meaning you will be not available to get in your dress because it's a tie fit dress. Now, while you pin it like that, and when you start ripping zipper out from the top, you're doing from top, take it zipper out like I did right here, and pass this moment when most of this excess arrive at least 3 inches down, at least. My zipper go way down here, all the way to hips. I don't need to do that. You don't need to do that either. Just to pass that place, usually it's around waistline, before it's on the border where your bodies got in the waistline. That's where always this problem arrive. And what next? Next we call it recut on the back, which is you have to make this bodice shorten to fit your body. And if you don't have any waistline, you have to kind of take this open shoulders, take that whole bodice piece up, or at least half of shoulders, take all this bodice piece up and cut it right here. If I have 2 inches here, that's what you will do. You will cut 2 inches down from original point of neck, 2 inches down, and make it even. Sometime if it's really open shoulders, because this is closed shoulders, if I will do it from the cutting like that, in case I will not have my waist cut, I will need to open at least half of shoulder. But in this case I don't have to because I have waist cut. Well, and after you cut it as much as you too much here, you cut it down and then put whole zipper back, and all your back dress gonna slide it up, and by zipping up you're gonna kill the success. But in my case it's more easy. I don't have to deal with cutting here, nothing, because I have a waist cut right here. I have a little belt looking here, think insert, to fitted insert, and where my dress going, too much of it right above it. Now, well, what I do? Okay, to go by rules. If you do it for money, you have to go by rules, and you will open all that, and you can see it's gathered a little bit, and then tuck, instead killing the excess on the top, you kill the excess on the bottom. You cut this exactly 2 inches right here, what I have extra. You kill it from this point. You cut it from this side, where it's going in that panel, and then put a new cut line inside, and that's how you get rid of it. Well, in my case, because it's such a tiny material, and it will be no problem if I will escape all this job, especially to do that because this bodice is interfaced, because it's that new style when it's fitted piece going in beginning on from your waistline down to the hips, and then the dress is flat again. It's a very modern looking dress. Well, that's why this piece, because it's interfaced, it's covered with fabric faced both sides, front and back. It will be hard for me to open that because it's a seam inside and so on. Anybody who ever saw will understand that. And well, to escape all this problem, because dress is really, really tight. This is really, really tiny material, very light, silk-like. It does have stretch to it. It means spandex involved. It's actually polyester, not silk, but it's a very high quality polyester, and it's really, really, really lightweighted. No, well, I don't have to deal with that. I can just stitch my excess, and I will show you how to, what kind of trick I can use on this material, on this problem. Well, here is my excess, 2 inches exactly. I measure it. I can get rid of pin, turn inside out, obviously whenever we do. And always this problem arrive, it's only will do from side seam to the middle of back where is zipper. No, well, it's mean I don't have to kill this excess by passing side seam. It's mean here is my point 0. I start pinning here as close as possible to this piece what I'm tucking that excess in. And here is my worst part, which is middle of back. And how much excess I got here? Exactly 2 inches. I don't even have to measure, I have my eyeball. And that's how I pin it here. Again, as close as possible to that waist cut. And here is in between. And it's kind of because it's gathered. This is a flare skirt, and this is not flare piece of waist. That's why it's gathered here. Well, I'm gonna keep gathering after because I cannot break style by my doing alterations here. Well, I'm gonna just keep gathering here. Probably I should do it on this side. Let's move these pins another side because I can see better how to gather. Here is my point 0. And you think it's kind of, this trick is impossible to do? Just watch me. Here is gonna be my new, I don't want to cut it, that's why I have to keep this point exactly here. And let's gather just with pins, just like that. Don't worry, we will flip over and check how we're doing on another side. Keep in mind, pretty soon it's only like about, it's a small size, no, well, it's about only like 7.5 inches between point 0 and point of 2 inches. That's why you have to go up rapidly on this pinning. And don't forget to gather again. And don't have to be exactly even gathering because it's spontaneous cut of very flare skirt. But to make it nice from back view, we will have to put effort to make this gathering more or less even. As you can see, pattern of this dress is pretty striped, very bright. Well, it's mean everybody's eyes will be on colors and pattern and style of this dress. It's mean not on your gathering, but if it's solid color, you have to do better job, probably with based running thread, gather this part of skirt before you stitch it in. In my case, I don't have to do that. Here, and let's go. Does my pins go in by side of this? See what I want to hide? Yes, it is. Let's put it under machine. Stitch it in. Some people stitch through the pins. I don't. That's why they use those tiny head pins. I don't, because it's kind of get on my way, and once in a while that needle hit a pin and it's gonna break. Needle will break, and then I am slowing down on my speed of finishing my project, and I'm a very impatient woman, so I don't want to anything slow me down. Okay, and as you go, because it's kind of complicated, you have to have your slow stitch on it. As you go, you can move around and let me put, I can just cut what you don't guys see exactly what I'm doing. You can move around your gathering here and straighten it up as it's go under permanent stitch. And just like that, inch by inch, make your way up to middle, where the zipper is. If my teacher who teach me how to sew in my tailor school will see what I'm doing now, oh, she will be so not happy, because we've been taught what inside of your job should be looking as good as outside, because it's you working for alive people, not for dead people who will lay and rotten in those coffins in clothes and never take it on and off. That's what I've been told, and I remember for the rest of my life. And as you can see, I'm not doing that. I will have some kind of hidden trick on the back. Why? Because having tailor shop for so many years, 25 plus years, taught me, because most of people, they don't care what's inside, because they just want to, this dress, can I have it yesterday? And you have to accommodate that wish, unless you don't want to make business out of it, and of course you do. That's why I learn all these tricks to expedite my jobs. Well, let's check it. Well, I did not do so good, because my seam here is still showing. Let me show to you. That's not good. It's mean I have to run another stitch right here, because from this side I will see better what I miss. It's like 1 millimeter only, but I got involved with gathering and with talking to you, and I missed that little piece. Because it's so easy to fix it. Half of minutes, that's what I'm doing now. Now we're done. Let's check it again. Now it's all good. Now it's all good. We still have that gathering from bodice going down, then fitted belt looking insert here, and then very flare skirt and very beautiful dress. All right, now we just have to put that zipper back. I already did the same on another side. Before you put zipper back, make sure you pin it, because we will need to check, does that seam waistline cut come together or not? Because if it's not, well, we have to redo it, because it's gonna be visible. Let's just, because it's such a tiny, lightweight, very light, like featherweight fabric, I will put it up that piece, because here is thick enough. I don't need any more thickness here. I will put that piece up without cutting. Of course you can cut, but again, I prefer to do job like this fabric not even gonna run. I can easily cut that, but because I know this piece will not gonna make any difference, and it can be altered for somebody else with taller bodies. No, well, I will not cut unless I absolutely have to. And in this case, I don't feel like I have to. Okay, let's check it. Let's zip up. And as you can see, our seam, here is one coming up. Let me show you. They perfectly come together. They meet each other. Well, that's why I don't have to redo nothing. And I just need to stitch zipper back. And this is a teardrop zipper. I I will show you how to stitch this one up. You have to have special invisible zipper foot, just like this one, one-sided, and they can be left-sided or right-sided. In this case, I am using left-sided because my dress on my left. Sometimes we do some jobs which has to catch that zipper from another side. Very rare, but I do have both feet just in case. All right, now it's actually easy, and people always tell me zippers it's so hard to put in. No, it's not. It's not. Of course, after first I always answer to people, first 100 zippers put in, very, very hard. After that, piece of cake. So let's watch it. Here you go. You put that original, if you look on original stitch right here, that's your kind of guide. That stitch will go right by side of that tiny, tiny zipper. And I do not suggest you to do that when you have anything going across teardrop. What we have in this case going across teardrop, any seam going across teardrop zipper gonna be breaking point. You know, like you try to get your slider up on semi-formal dress like this one, or any kind of dress, and you meet that situation when it's stuck on that point. Just look at that place where it's stuck. It's exactly that place where a seam going across the teardrop zipper. It's mean step back a little bit here, just slightly. Don't have to be much. That zipper don't have to show too far. I will show to you just millimeter. Step back. But it will save zipper because it's not just stuck point. Stuck point sooner or later will become break point. That's how I do it. And then you can open that zip and run as close as possible to it, but again, I don't do it. I'm going just like 1/2 millimeter from whatever manufacturer stitch was. Let me see difference, show you difference. This is how manufacturer look like, completely, barely sewing. Let me stitch a little bit more, but I can pull out my side and show to you. And mine will have just a millimeter extra right here, which is make no difference when you wear a dress, but you save your zipper. It's not gonna stuck over there. It's not gonna give you trouble passing that seam. Well, and let's get to that top of it. Let's get to top of it. And what you see here, you got too much zipper. Yeah, exactly. You got too much zipper here because that's as much as we took in there. That's why your zipper got longer. How to deal with that? Cut your zipper. First of all, switch foot on machine back to what it was, your regular fit. Regular foot. And cut that zipper. Just leave it like 1/2 inch here. Extra. Then tuck it in here. Right here. Like that. Tuck it in. Like that. Tuck it in. Turn that this way. Turn this way and stitch it. Stitch it. Make sure you're not gonna lose your 1/2 inch. And you don't have to stitch down too long. keep this dress on a fancy way. Stitch it only like about ½ inch as far as that piece goes. Let me finish and show to you. Again, this is not fast chop. It's all quarter inch by quarter inch chop. Here you are. You're all secured here. And it's mean your zipper will not pop up after you cut zipper. Your slider of zipper will not pop up after you come dress. And it's not much because teardrop zipper always very soft and not too thick. No, well, that's how you do it. If you got a regular zipper, not teardrop, you're doing practically the same. And now your bodice, your part of dress which was too long on you, this part, and let me go back to, no, that's as far as I can get my camera. This is your dress waistline. This side is still pinned, not done, and it's gonna look good. It's gonna look the same teardrop. And here you are. This part which was too long and was gapping here, gapping out, like too much material here. Now it's all gonna lay smooth and nice on the back, and dress become very much wearable. And it's really kind of one of those problems which is not everybody will pay attention for unless it's in a special occasion dress like prom dress. And in that case, you will not probably stitch here like I did, over stitch. You're gonna do by hands, make it as less visible as possible, but the same principle, I hope it's helpful for you. And please subscribe to channel, please like it, please, if it's useful for you, of course. And please subscribe to channel because I'm gonna show to you much more tricks which is I learned through my own experience. Thank you, God. Thank you, and see you next time, guys.